it would be cool to cake Joe Rogan. What's up, guys? I'm Steve Aoki, and I'm at the UFC headquarters in the Bruce Lee room, and this is my fight check. All right, what would your walkout song be? This one's pretty obvious to me. It's gonna be Pursuit of Happiness, my remix for Pursuit of Happiness. It makes everyone just go crazy. It doesn't matter where I am, where I play it thousands of times, always does its job. And I guarantee you, everyone in the crowd will be getting up and raving when I walk out to that one. Which UFC fighter's walkout song would you want to remix? I think I'd like to do Sean O'Malley.
Let's go, baby!
Whenever he fights, he's always like so entertaining. And I just love his fights, and I mean, when I think about his fights, I think about his walkout, and the walkout should match his fights, and I know I can make the craziest walkout remix for any fighter. So let me do yours, Sugar, because I'll do a good job for you. All right, what would your nickname be? The Bruce Buffer would announce. I'm gonna go with what's on brand. And this is what I do at my shows. Everyone waits for it. They have signs ready for it to cake them in the face. And I actually made a song about it, so that I play the song and I cake someone in the face, and I'm really good at sharpshooting headshots. So I think I'd be called Cake Face. All right, who would be in your corner? 3 max. Okay, so in the corner, if I could pick anyone, I'm gonna obviously pick the GOATs. So Jon Jones.
There is no denying him now, #1 overall all time.
He's the GOAT to me, so I need Jon Jones in my corner. And I would say that I would even call him a friend, so having him and knowing him personally, and him being my corner, it would be something I would really need, but I need another GOAT as well. And that would be Khabib.
Send me a message, like location, I'm gonna come.
He's the grappling wizard. He's also another GOAT, so I need him in. But I think for pure entertainment, it would be really, really cool to have Connor, his best friend.
Shut your mouth, mate.
Just to see them argue on what the best situation or how to approach something, and they'd be just fighting and yelling. And I mean, maybe people would watch that more than me fighting. So the first time I met Jon Jones, and I can't believe this. I think this was probably 2015. I'll never forget this. I was walking through MGM, and then I hear someone yell, "Aoki!" And I turn around, and it's Jon Jones. He's like, "Yo, I'm Jon Jones. I fight for UFC." We started like talking, and we became friends right there. And actually, we shot a video that's up somewhere on the internet somewhere where we're sparring.
Where you at, Steve? You don't want it, Steve? That's awesome.
He was so nice. He was so cool. I always hit him up whenever that we're both in town. You know, of course, to me, he's the GOAT of fighting, but he's also just a legendary human, and I'm glad to call him my friend. How'd you become a fan of the UFC? Well, when I think about the first time I heard UFC, I have to say like it would be early 2010s, but really, boiling it down, it's just being a fan of Bruce Lee.
We wouldn't be where we are today without Bruce Lee.
So it's kind of cool that I'm doing this fight check in the Bruce Lee room because growing up as a kid, a Japanese kid in America, there was not that many Asians that were in mainstream media that were literally influencing the world. Like all different kinds of people loved Bruce Lee and his fighting technique and his charisma and his philosophy, everything, all the above. And since I was literally like 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, I'd be watching all the Bruce Lee films, wanting to be like Bruce Lee. I looked up to him and still do. And Bruce Lee was, to me, the source of the reason why I even like fighting in the first place, which is what UFC is all about and why I'm obsessed with UFC. Who's your favorite fighter? I have a lot of favorite fighters, but if I'm gonna name one right now, I'm gonna give it to Khamzat Chimaev.
50 G's, baby.
He needs more fights, period. He's just too good. I just, like the guy just, I think he's unbeatable. I really think he's unbeatable. He's like a Khabib that's unbeatable, but different. He's got his own technique, his own style. And I just want to see him smash people because that's what he does. Do you have a favorite UFC performance, favorite knockout? I think my favorite knockout, just the first thing that comes to the dome, is Sean O'Malley just knocking out Aljamain Sterling.
What it might be like early round 2. Sterling unhit.
He really always figures out how to get in, fake people out, and he's just, to me, one of the most intelligent fighters out there, and he's definitely one of my favorites for sure. Which UFC fighter would you want to throw a cake at? There's so many of them that I would actually go outside the box, and it would be cool to cake Joe Rogan.
Don't see that every day.
I mean, I've never seen anything like it.
A lot of respect.
I'd say one of the coolest things I did last year, last decade in the 2010s, was actually joining him on his Joe Rogan experience.
Dude, I need to go to one of your shows because everybody that I know that's been says it's a wild experience.
If he was down for it, I think it'd be cool to do it. Joe's like, I love Joe. I love his mind and what he talks about and everything he's about. He's also a friend, so I love caking my homies. Which UFC Fighters Championship after party would you want to DJ? Sean O'Malley, I think he would party. I think he would do that. And we haven't partied together at one of my shows. So I got to do it. Sean, best knockout, and now I need you to come and we'll do this together after you win your next fight. If it's in Vegas, for sure, we gotta do it at where I'm playing.
I'm going to the club, peace.
All right, guys, that was my fight check. Thanks for having me. Everything's on my social media. It's just my name. It's pretty simple. And come to one of my shows, get caked in the face, have some fun, and let's go.